Looks like we are live on my end. Do you see it inside the Facebook group?
Have a look. Look, it appears as so.
Awesome. Welcome everybody to today's weekly live hosted here in the Scaling Lean Facebook group. You have Jonathan Florence and Nina Brennan, co-founders of Scaling Lean, where we have gone live, making sure that you guys are getting value here. We're going to be changing it up a little bit in the coming weeks. But with that being said, we have a good topic for you guys today. We're super excited because our launch for our cohort is Monday. So if you haven't gotten in, or if you don't know the details, we're going to spill it all today of what it's all about. With that being said, I'm going to pass it over to you, JP, and then we can hop right into the topic of the first 10K month sprint, what it looks like in order to get there, how to set yourself up for success, but not only how to get there, how to sustain yourself in this capacity so you're not doing the ebbs and the flow and the up and the down of revenue like a lot of people experience in the online space.
Absolutely, Nina. So if y'all are tuning in, maybe you've noticed we went live a couple times this week, a little out of the ordinary. Usually we just go live during this time. Just to bring you up to speed, we launched a brand new community on School called the 4 Weeks to Profit community. And really to preface this, this is for content creators that are, struggling to monetize their content, right? You might be creating content every day, but you can't really get momentum and start bringing in the revenue. Or it's for completely brand new people that want to learn how to create content, that want to leverage social media to grow their brand with just doing one post a day, right? And we have everything structured out. We're going to break that down over the 4 days. The last person this is for someone that has an info product that's existing, but maybe you're seeing your revenue go up and down every month, right? We're going to help you bring predictable revenue into your business, right? Over the past 3 years, we've worked with over 250 plus clients. We've generated $7 million across all of our clients. For us here at Scaling Lean, we're over seven figures. I think we're like 1.2 or 1.3, Nina, right? Over the past 3 years in total with all the companies or with the businesses. So with that being said, super excited to have you all here. We're just going to give you an overview of what's happening on Monday inside the 4 day cohort. Super exciting. If you are catching us live, just drop a live below here. Let us know where you are in your business. Are you a brand new person? Are you a person that has a bottleneck? You're trying to find predictable revenue? Are you creating content every day, but you can't seem to figure out how to convert your likes and engagement to sales? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll be happy to engage during this live.
Yeah. So a lot of the things that we're going to be talking about today is basically offer. Next is selling the offer, getting eyeballs on the offer. Third is how to communicate your offer. And the last is really how to sustain once you finally get people through the door. And this is everything that we're going to be going in depth next week when we kick off our cohort on August 18th, 11 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, because I know a lot of people have been asking what time is the cohort. So I guess we haven't said it outwardly. It's only inside of the 4 Weeks to Profit community. So make sure you check it out there. It's a free community. If you're not ready to hop into the cohort, you can come in, see the hype that's going on, see the cool people that have joined it already, and you can make your decision. Again, we're very open. It's only $27 for 4 days with me and JP, 4 hours of back to back to back of how to create, launch, and monetize info products here on the social media web, I guess we can call it. But let's talk a little bit about when we bring it all the way back to, I guess, 2021 was the first time that I hit my first 10K month. And that was honestly like once I hit 10K, we never really dropped below that ever after that.
Mm.
So I'm bringing myself and putting myself back in this like very newbie, like I was struggling to hit even 1K before hitting my 10K month, right? And I know for you, same JP. So let's put ourselves back into the driver's seat of 2020, 2021, Nina and Jonathan. And we're going to talk from that experience of what it felt like to sit in that constant grind of posting on social media and not really having the direction. And I could put myself there because I remember I was sitting in my New York City apartment. I was really struggling. I already quit my job because I went full in on business and and then COVID hit. I shouldn't say that word. And I was like, I really have so much time, space, and energy. Like everything has to go into this. But I didn't have the proper direction until I did. So we're going to talk about that today.
Yeah, absolutely. So I can totally resonate with that. Definitely didn't find momentum early on. I went deep into trying to figure out who I was, what I really wanted, what my clients decided that they wanted, and stuff like that. And like you said, I didn't really have a clear roadmap of like what it looked like to earn even just that first like to $1,000 sale, right? But it seems like once you do hit that initial $1,000, then things start to snowball. And as we say, it really just takes one offer, one info product, and then everything can change from there, right? You just need to build that confidence, get that initial sale through the door, and then you see the system that ultimately you just rinse, wash, and repeat over and over again, right? So with that being said, I don't know which way you want to go here, Nina, but we believe that it's best to have your own product, right? Based on your expertise, your experiences, no matter what background you have, right? You have to have some type of expertise, whether it's, gaming, consulting, automotive, cycling, running, whatever that is, travel, camping. Like you can turn your expertise, no matter what level it is, into an info product for, we recommend over $1,000 info product, right? Because it really can help you gain that momentum and validate, and then really just create a lot of impact and help people go through a transformation from A to B, and then really see success, get feedback, and then iterate from there and either scale up or just continuously sell that one, two to $5,000, $10,000 product over and over again.
Yeah, I think the most important thing, especially now that we're a little bit into the offer side of things, is making sure that what you are bringing forward, whether it's in membership style or info product style or course material or coaching, to make sure that you're an expert or you have very high knowledge in this space. It doesn't matter if you are launching an offer about running or like what I saw the other day, how to optimize your VO2 as a cyclist, right? It's coming from a place of not copying what you think is going to happen, or like I see a lot of people, they hop online and they see that B2B is going to be like what gets them to that next level because that's what their coaches are teaching, but they've never run a business before and they're trying to help other people like run businesses, right? I feel like that's like a really big sticking point in this space is the best people that are around for the long term and they're able to build a brand that's very authentic are people that lean into the passion, skills, and expertise that they already have and are not learning on the fly. And I think that's super crucial is like to open yourself to the idea that even one of our clients said the other day, who is an expert, his whole career is in cybersecurity. He was like, maybe I could create a community about like refurbishing or whatever it's the word is for vinyl records. So that's like a skill and a passion that he has. And it's something that he's super passionate about that he would like to build something around to be like this like service of others in terms of like what we do is like B2B, right? But you can literally bring a course or material on anything. We know somebody that's doing 66,000 plus with teaching people how to play pickleball, which is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely, Nina. And what comes up to mind there is I hear you talking about like ideas of things that you could do and managing your expertise, and that is super critical that you are aligned with exactly that, right? Like you don't want to be doing things that are out of alignment. You don't want to be going into niches that are brand new. And I feel like I did that initially, which is kind of weird, right? Like instead of me just being like, okay, this is Jonathan and what he learned over the past 5 years, and let's just teach that. I wound up like pivoting into things that I really wasn't too sure about in some cases. And then I wound up going full circle and looping back to the knowledge and expertise that I did learn. And that's when I started seeing that initial traction. So one thing that comes to mind here, Nina, is yesterday we had a person reply to the Wednesday revenue recharge. And what they asked was, do we help folks that are brand new that don't even have any content or social media presence right now? So I really wanted to bring that up because I feel that we have been speaking a lot about folks that have followings and people that, have potentially like expertise online and stuff like that. But we have also helped a lot of folks come online and also start generating revenue that way. And even folks like Kelly, who didn't even have a social media presence, but wanted to go in the direction of just sending out an email every day and going live once in her group and helping her, build an ecosystem that fulfilled that expectation and dream of hers, right? So, with all that being said, really our philosophy here at Scaling Lean is focusing on one platform, one post a day, and then creating a marketing hypothesis, going out to the market and really testing our theories and expectations and getting feedback and iterating from there. So we're going to go way deeper on inside the cohort on this entire process, but I just wanted to bring that forward, Nina, because we did receive that feedback yesterday from the revenue recharge. of someone that was wondering, like, do we help folks that are brand new just looking to come online?
Yeah, so it's a little tricky too, because I know that a lot of times people are like, oh, you have to post like 3 to 5 times a day, right? And that was what we were doing way back in the beginning when we were on TikTok. It's posting all the time, making sure that you're constantly, but we weren't doing the second thing of like, okay, we were getting our name out there, we were getting these likes and these follows, but weren't actually doing the thing that moves the needle. And this is the strategy that switched. So instead of doing more of like the awareness side, it was more of like generating the conversations with the right type of people. So if you don't have a following on social media and you're bare bones, you're just maybe you just started your Instagram account or you just started your Facebook and you're, I guess, quote unquote, the term surrendering your name to your brand, if that's the way that you want to go. It really isn't. It's about one, learning how to create content correctly and communicate correctly. Thumbs up there for that one. And number two, starting conversations with the right people. For one, you want to get people to see your content, but two, it's having the conversation so they know who you are, what you do, and if you are the right person to help them. And we've helped people make, with less than 500 followers, thousands of dollars with their first launch and build their brand and use those testimonials and those case studies from their first round of launch to actually build their authority and social proof. And that's why it's so important that what we do is, yeah, great. It's awesome to post on social media and build that following, but even deeper is to build the email list and build the community because that's more of the nurturing platform. So when people, so say you have like 200 people see your content, maybe one or two of them follows. If you could get one of the two people that follow you on social media into a community, you know that they're more likely to buy. So that's where the numbers start really making sense in terms of, great, you could have millions of people watch your video. Maybe 1/3 of them are qualified for the offer. Maybe 1/3 of that 1/3 is actually going to take action, and maybe 1/3 of that 1/3 is going to buy. And those numbers are completely made up. I'm just saying that in terms of like, think about it in like a grand scheme of, this doesn't actually equal sales, like this right here equals sales. So even if you are just talking to 10 people a day and sending 10 messages a day and two people join your community, that's two more people that are likely to buy. And I think that's so important. We're going to go so deep into this inside of the cohort in terms of sending messages and making sure you're talking to the right people and creating the content. So if you are interested in learning the strategy that has worked for us and all of our clients, hop into the cohort.
Absolutely. Such an important detail there, Nina, just starting those conversations, right? And effectively providing value forward and, seeing if what you're doing is even something someone could use, right? Um, we put so much emphasis on closing deals, but it's really about understanding if we can provide value and if we can even help someone, right? It's so important that that's first and foremost above everything, right? Is getting the feedback and understanding how we can help someone and overcome a problem and get to their transformation of where they're trying to get to, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk a little bit now, JP, because I know that a lot of people that are getting online, they're scared not only to make the content, but to post it. And I
Mm.
feel like getting back to the roots of like, we've been so conditioned at this point in time, content creators and experienced marketers, just get online and post it. We have surrendered our LinkedIn's and our Facebooks and our Instagrams and our TikToks. Like, you go online and you type in Jonathan Polanski and or Nina Brennan and or Scaling Lean. Like, everything that we do is just based around business. But I remember putting myself back into like my 2019, 2020 seat of like, I was scared to post on so I'm building. And I want to hear a little bit of your side of, especially that you were coming from a corporate background and you were stepping into this online space. What was that like for you internally? And then also a little bit of like that friction that you faced yourself in order to get here.
Absolutely. Man, there's so much resistance that we've not only went through, but also have seen with folks with just posting, right? Whether it's the fear of being seen, whether it's the fear of, what people think about you, right? There's all these internal fears that I think America in general has kind of pre-programmed us to believe in some cases, right? And or as children, we have to kind of, overcome these fears of just putting ourselves out there and taking a stand for what our belief systems are. And again, this isn't for every single person out there, but the power of social media is unbelievable, right? And for me in particular, Nina, and we're planning to roll something out like this in the future, I'd say, What really broke me initially, or really helped me overcome just getting content out there, was doing a 90-day content challenge, right? And it was just as simple as just doing a 10-second, 20-second, minute, 3-minute video, just like speaking about who I was, what I was doing that day, what I was working on inside of my business, my background, some of my stories, right? And really just getting that momentum and putting myself out there. And for me, it was inside the comfort of a Facebook group. So I wasn't massively putting myself out on social media initially. I took that baby step. I had a community, I think at the time there was like 3,000 or 10,000 people. They were all doing the same thing as I was, right? So we were all giving each other constructive feedback. We were, cheering each other on. We were saying like, this was awesome. This didn't work so much. And it really just helped. Um, it helped really just build the character of me, right? And also just put myself out there, build confidence, and really just see the power of social media as well, right? Because initially, when I came on, I'm like, man, I don't even know what to expect at the end of this thing. But what wound up happening is at the end of the 90-day challenge, I had like 10, 12, I can't remember exactly. It was like maybe a dozen people that were, in my DMs, and we were like now a tribe of people like moving forward with a vision. So it was so amazing. We really haven't released that yet, Nina, but I really feel that that should be a core pillar of scaling lean, right? Like get yourself out there, whether that's inside the comfort of our school community or, whatever that looks like. We'll probably solidify that in the coming weeks here.
Yeah, and that's something that I'm actually working on right now with one of our bigger clients. He's so good at talking and sharing his story when it's in a one-on-one scene, but then when it comes to like getting on social media, there was that lack of surrender, and it's just like, why? And he has a following now of like 37,000 people, but he's never shown his face. And it was sharing about like his views on like world and health, etc. But his whole brand is about like redefining and recreating the healthcare system. And I'm like, you have such a powerful story. You are a former Marine. You have inside intel of like what's going on. You've done the studies, and it's powerful. And it's just a matter, I've asked him, I was like, create 5 like short form videos a day, because he has the time to do it. Create 5 short form videos a day, and then just turn on your camera. It doesn't even have to go anywhere for YouTube, and just do like a one camera. And that's something that I remember me doing. It's like before TikTok, and I wish I had my first videos from TikTok, but I would have to scroll forever to get down to like my 7,000 video down at the bottom. But I remember just being so awkward. And it's okay because people actually resonate with that like kind of newish and awkwardness. But the best thing that we've learned is when you start posting on your personal channels instead of creating a new one, you will get referrals and people from your past coming to you to want to work with you. It
Mhm.
happened with me. My first client was somebody that I went to school with. And it was like my first high ticket client, I should say, like $1,500 offer. And the same thing's happening with one of our clients now. It's like she started posting on social media, and people from her past and or people that are referring her are sending people, her way. And she actually became a client of ours because somebody from school recommended her to come to me. So that's the power of social media in the very beginning, is like even if you're not reaching new people, like don't be scared. Like if you have a passion or an expertise and like you state it and you become that identity and you're stepping into that identity, it's all about, attracting people to it, and they'll understand who you are, what you do, how you serve, and then they'll end up working with you.
Absolutely. One other thing that comes to mind, Nina, is um, like how clear I got on my purpose, right? Because creating content, and back in 2021, if you would have told me, Nina, that we would be hosting a live event last year, and now we're doing our second in at the end of September, that would have scared the death like life out of me, right? Like doing our in-person, like standing in front of stages and stuff like that. Um, Creating content and doing those activities exposes so many things that you're potentially resisting, right? Internally, externally. Just in that alone, I've learned so much about my core beliefs, like what I stand for and what I stand against. And it's been so impactful personally, not even on the business side at all, right? It's helped me build self-belief in myself, build confidence. And man, it's been a heck of a journey.
Yeah, I think what you just said there is so crucial, JP. It's like I was talking to one of our clients about this too. It's we're sprinting. She's in that first 10K month sprint. She's done 3K, she's done 5K, and it's kind of like that bounce up and down of like, I need more consistency. And so much of the work that we're doing is actually building the character of a business owner to deserve that 10K, 20K, $30,000 a month. It's organization skills that she didn't have prior. It's understanding the mind and the fluctuations of energy. And not to get too woo-woo here, but that's really what it takes a lot in the first 10K sprint, like 10K month, is the mindset of entrepreneurship. It's ownership of your action. It's understanding yourself, like you were saying, with the core beliefs of what you stand for and what you stand to be part of the cohort. We do have our internal operating system inside of our free community, and it's a free little module where it says start here. So if you want to check it out, and our client that just went through it was like, this showed me so much about myself, of the gaps that I need to fill in order to get to where I want to go. And I know it sounds again woo woo, but it's so true of like, you have to take care of the mind. You have to step into that leadership role. You have to understand that like it's commitment, it's hard work, it's pushing through. And the biggest thing that you're going to do as an entrepreneur, it's leveling up the human itself. So I know that we're talking about like marketing and offer and strategy and posting on social media, but really the first 10K sprint comes down to like, are you the person that's going to be able to do it? It's grit, it's perseverance, it's self-ownership, it's accountability, etc. And all those little things of like getting to know the self at a deeper layer and pushing yourself outside of those comfort zones. And one of our clients says it best, getting rejected on a daily basis is going to get you there faster than anything else.
Absolutely, Nina. So I feel like we dropped some gems on this one that we'll definitely be going deeper on and bring clarity inside of the cohort. I don't really have anything else per se on this exact live. So with that said, why don't you take us out or put your final words here?
Yeah, so I'm just going to pitch the cohort for anyone who's watching it. If you are watching any of our content, you know that the 18th through the 21st, we are running a cohort that's going to break down how to create, launch, and monetize a info product in just a 28-day window. So our whole goal is to go back to back 4 days with you live on a question and answer style. First, we're going to do a full breakdown of the entire lesson, and then we're going to do like a 5 minute to 10 minute Q&A with implementation and homework for you to follow on a daily basis to create, launch, and monetize your info products, right? It's only $27. So I know a lot of people in this community, they are people that want to build a business online, but they don't know where to start, whether it's coaching, whether it's info products and courses. That's what we're going to help you do. And every single coaching offer that you see out there that is scaled to $10, $20, $30,000 months, they all have info products on the back end. So that's what we are helping people do, is we're helping you take your knowledge, your skill, and your expertise, package it up really nicely, and how to make consistent sales with it through content and paid advertising. That's everything that we do here at Scaling Lean. And we've shown you guys the case studies. I don't want to have to repeat them, but Barb, the last time that we did a cohort, she gave us $97. You're giving us $27. And she made $9,000 with her first launch. And then she went on that same year to do over $400,000 in sales and create her own personal brand online. So Barb is amazing. She's very special to me, but she's just human at the end of the day. Same thing with me and Jonathan. If we can do it, you can do it too. It's only $27. It's 4 days back to back to back to really understand how to create, launch, and monetize info products online. And if you're sitting there and you're like, okay, I'm going to wait, there's only 5 seats left. There's only 30 seats available. So we've been selling between 3 and 6 seats per day. Most likely by the end of today, things are going to be gone, and it's definitely going to be gone by tomorrow. So pick your seat now, and we'll see you on Monday. We're good. We're out.
Did you hit more and then end?